Hey everybody, this is the second lesson for my essential math class, my grade 12s. This is the second lesson in the home finance unit. And make sure that you've done the first lesson, that you've watched the video and done the questions, or else what I'm going to do now isn't going to make any sense. So this is a mortgage amortization schedule lesson. So this is how you can figure out how much your mortgage is going down, how much you owe the bank is going down after you make each of your monthly payments. It's complicated to do, but the actual steps in doing it are very easy. Everything we're going to do here mathematically is just multiply, divide, add, and subtract. There's nothing fancy about what's happening here. It's just kind of a complicated system because you have to really keep track of a whole bunch of numbers. This is the second lesson, L2, lesson 2 in the booklet. And let's read the question together. We have to turn it sideways to do that. It says, write a mortgage schedule or an amortization schedule for the first 3 months given a mortgage of $85,000 with a $20,000 down payment at 6% over 20 years. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to calculate that mortgage payment, that monthly payment. That's the same as what we did in lesson 1. Oh, and my screen's frozen. Unfreeze. There we go. Freeze. So we're going to basically do this. Remember that this 6% leads us to a table value, right? 6% at 20 years. Let's go to that table. This is the same one we used in lesson 1. So 6% for 20 years. I can't read sideways that easily on this table, so I need a ruler. So 6% for 20 years is 7.12. So let's remember that number. In fact, we'll write it down. It's 7.12. So that's $7.12 that you pay for every $1,000 that you borrow. All right. So now, one more thing. I'm just going to keep spinning this till I freeze the screen again. Sorry. One more thing. Read this question carefully. The house that they buy, or the condominium or whatever, the price wasn't $85,000. That's what the mortgage is. In other words, it's the mortgage that's $85,000. That means that the original price of the condo or house or whatever they're buying was actually $105,000 because 20,000 of it goes to the down payment, and that goes to the price of the house or condo, whatever they're buying, and $85,000 is left. So the original price was not $85,000. It clearly says in the question that the mortgage is $85,000. So that mortgage goes in here for the unpaid balance, right? $85,000. And again, this is my mortgage amount. So that goes there. And the equity is the down payment. They own $20,000 of this house before they start making any monthly payments. Okay, we got to calculate those monthly payments now. So we'll do it down here. We have a little bit of room here. Remember the formula from yesterday or from whenever you watched lesson 1? The mortgage payment is the total amount of the mortgage divided by 1,000, because you pay for every 1,000. In fact, you pay the number we looked up on the chart, $7.12 per every 1,000. Those zeros just cancel. So I will take a calculator. I'm going to use, sorry, I'm trying to reach my calculator here. There we go. I'm going to use this calculator today. I had somebody say, quit using the fancy calculator. My calculator doesn't look like that. Okay, so I'll use a more kind of ordinary calculator. So $85,000 divided by 1,000 is 85 times 7.12, and boom, that's $605.20. So that's $605. I know it just says 0.2, but remember this is money. Never leave a decimal with one place when you're putting down money. So $605.20. That is how much they pay every month for 20 years, right? Because it's a 20-year mortgage. So 605.20. This column's easy. It's always the same. Every month they make a monthly payment of $605.20. Now, how much of this money that they're paying at the end of month 1, when they make their first monthly payment, how much of this actually goes towards interest and how much goes towards the actual principal that they owe the bank? Well, Let's figure that out. We're going to use that formula from grade 10 or 11. I can't remember where in the curriculum it is. Interest is principal times rate times time. So the interest is the principal, which is $85,000. The rate, remember the rate over here is 6%. And remember, you can't multiply by 6%. You have to change that to a decimal. And 6% isn't 0.6, it's 0.06. And time, remember this 6% is per year. So I am paying for 1 month, so that's 1/12 of a year. All right, when I punch buttons on that, that's going to be $85,000 times 0.06. And I can go times 1 divided by 12, but timesing 1 is not worth doing, so I'll just go divide by 12. And boom, that's a nice, is the last whole number you're going to see on this chart, I'll tell you that, $425. So that's how much of this first payment goes to interest. $425 of that $605.20 just pays for interest on the mortgage. Now, so how much actually goes to the principal? Well, I'll just subtract that. $605.20 minus $425 is $180.20. Now, that's how much they actually pay towards the $85,000 that they borrowed in the first place. So that is new equity. So my equity, the amount that I own of the house, goes up by $180.20, and the amount that I still owe the bank on the house goes down by that. So I'll take $85,000 and I'll subtract my previous answer of $180.20. And now I owe the bank $84,819.80. That's just month 1. Now let's see what happens for our second mortgage payment. In fact, I'm going to call this month 1. Always nice to be organized. So that means the next calculation is going to be for month 2. And for month 2, I have to again figure out how much of this payment is interest. And again, interest is principal times rate times time. But now I don't owe the bank $85,000 anymore. I owe them $84,819.80. So that's the number that goes here, $84,819.80. And the rate is again 6%. And again, that's for 1 month. So luckily I still have that number on my screen. This is a good example of why you don't erase numbers up from your screen. I know a lot of people are in the habit of, oh, I did the calculation and I wrote it down, erase, erase, erase. Don't do that. So that's the number I need, times 0.06 divided by 12. And there we go. What I want you to notice about this number is that not by much, but it's smaller than the previous number. In fact, it's only smaller by, now careful, if I'm rounding this to the nearest hundredths of a dollar or cents, that 9 becomes a 10. So there, that's 10 cents. So notice that this got exactly smaller by 90 cents. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, holy cow, the amount I'm paying in interest only went down 90 cents. It's going to take forever to pay off this mortgage. No, it isn't. It's going to take 20 years. This number will start getting smaller and smaller as the chart goes on. But remember, this is just the first 3 rows of the chart, the first 3 months. You're paying this mortgage for 20 years. How many months are there in 20 years? 240. There's going to be 240 rows in this chart if you wanted to do the whole thing. So I rounded this number, and I'm going to use the rounded number because that is the way banks do it. I know this wasn't really 10 cents. It was 0.099. But banks, when they go from month to month, they round these numbers. So I need to use the rounded number. So I'm actually going to have to repunch that. So $605.20 minus $424.10 is $181.10. So that's $181.10. So notice that my principal, the first time I paid the principal of my mortgage, I paid $180. Now I pay $181. So $1 more this month goes to principal. So My equity in my house was originally, after the down payment, $20,000. Then I made one payment. Now I've made another one. So I'm going to add those two numbers together. So that one's already on my screen. So I'm just going to add $20,180.20. And now I own $20,361.30 of this house. And the unpaid balance is now this minus what went to principal. So $84,819.80 minus $181.10. And that is $84,638.70. All right. Second month done. We got one more month to go. So I'm going to down here go month 3. And month 3 again, I need to make an interest calculation. So my principal now is, this is how much I owe the bank, right? It started at 85,000, now it's 84 and change. So $84,638.70 times a rate of 0.06 times, and the time here is again 1/12 of a month. So luckily I have this number on my screen. So times it by 0.06, divide it by 12. And now my new interest payment is $423.19. Okay, again, that has to be rounded to the nearest cent, right? So that means that my principal payment is $605.20 minus that, which is $182.01. Went up almost a whole dollar. And my equity in my house now is this number plus that number. So add that number to $20,361.30. And I get $20,543.31. Okay, and that's how much I own of the house. How much do I still owe the bank in terms of the principal is this minus that. So I'm going to go $84,638.70 minus $182.01. And there we go. $84,456.69. And that's 3 months of a mortgage table. Oh, I guess I didn't write this answer down. I should have done that. Sorry, $423.19. So that's the first 3 months of a mortgage table. As you can see, there's a lot of calculations, a lot of work. You have to be very careful that you don't punch any buttons wrong. But none of the steps are hard. They're all just a simple formula and multiply, divide, add, and subtract. There's not much to it. You just have to know what you're doing. So the next assignment really only has one of these to practice. I would recommend that you just make yourself another one of these charts on scrap paper, or you could always just download and print it again if you're using a printer, and then use one of these charts to do your assignment question. Let's see, do I have the assignment question here handy? No, I don't. It's around. Oh, no, I don't have it in front of me. But anyway, the assignment book has a question just like this, and you're asked to, again, do the first 3 months of an amortization table. I'm going to make a separate video where I show people how to do this. One of the things I like to do in this course when I hit this part of the curriculum is to show people how to use Excel spreadsheets. So I'm going to make a separate video. So it's kind of a bonus thing. It doesn't say in the curriculum that students have to be able to know how to use Excel, but it's a really great skill. If you are applying for a job or something and you have experience using Excel spreadsheets, it is really, really a feather in your cap. So notice how much calculating I did here. I can make the computer do it all by setting up a spreadsheet. So I'm going to make a separate video where I go through this example and show you how to set up an Excel spreadsheet. So I won't test you on that. It's really kind of a bonus thing. But again, if you really want to learn something that's a valuable life skill, please check out that video. I'll post it shortly. And you can work on the assignment 2 in your assignment booklet. After that, I have a hand-in assignment based on the first 2 lessons that you can work on. So we'll see you at the next video for lesson 3. Thanks for watching, everybody.